Welcome. And with me today for a very interesting conversation, we have, Hiddekel Catering Service. Well, they're a leading catering company that specializes in providing exceptional culinary experience for a wide range of events and occasions. They pride in relentless passion for creating unforgettable culinary experience and also bring together top-notch cuisine and impeccable service. Joining us to talk a little bit more about what they do is Oluwatoyin Elizabeth Benjamin. You are welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Nice to be here.
First of all, I wanted to say how beautiful. I know we're here to talk about your services as a culinary expert,
Yes.
but that dress is beautiful. And she let me in on one small secret, and which is
This is my brand as well.
she makes good food and she makes great clothes too.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
good to have you here.
Thank you. Nice to be
first off,
here.
let's talk about Hiddekel Catering. You guys, I have had the privilege of actually tasting some of what you guys do.
Okay.
And I'd like us to talk about that. How long have you been in the catering business?
We started 2008. So that's, I think, the 15th year.
15 years.
Yes. September 2008.
So far, what are the challenges that you've experienced
Oh, wow.
since starting 15 years ago?
It's been quite challenging. Quite challenging. I remember at some points I used to carry rice on my head.
Oh, wow.
Yes, because you go to the markets, you go to my 12, you are putting on the boots yourself. A startup business. I couldn't afford to send people to do all those things for me. So I would go and just haul the things by myself.
Wow.
At some point, I remember we got, was like a late order the day before. So I had to go to the market in the night. And all the alabarus, the people that would carry, your stuff for you, they were closed. So I put the rice on my head. I told the woman, I said, just put it on my head.
Oh, wow.
She was like, madam, I said, put it on my
I don't
head.
have a choice.
It's my business. Put it on my head. Don't worry, it's fine. So,
Wow. Well, where are you today? I mean, what's the business like today? How big is it now?
Yes, God has been faithful. We have scaled. We've been blessed by the business. Yeah, yes. There's no business without its challenges, and that's the truth. But God has really helped us.
How do you guys manage it in the catering, world? Markets for you is a very different experience from what it is for us as consumers who go to buy little stuff, go back home, maybe freeze a little and cook a little and stuff. For you, you have to make these orders that are so big. And I hear that there are markets in Lagos that are perhaps even 24 hours or midnight markets. I know of the Oyinbo market. I follow my wife to mile 12 lately. And what is that experience for you like as somebody who's in the food business who has to make these orders for people to consume very often the very next day? What's the...
Well, it's usually very advisable for clients to do their booking like a few days or sometimes months ahead because it helps you plan ahead. It helps you do your shopping, whatever it is that you need to do, except maybe the perishables. So it helps when you book ahead. But for maybe some people who have become almost like family, and they tell you, look, Toyin, something tomorrow, something. You have to do it. You have to get up, So, but personally, I don't like to stock certain things for too long. Especially, for instance, when they say, tomatoes are very costly.
Yeah.
I know some people would buy and stock in the freezer. I like my food fresh.
Nice.
I like my food fresh. So when I'm dealing with a client, we have to consider all of that because if it's not very expensive, then that means you have to pay just a little bit more for your food. Because I like to buy my things, use it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Of course, except for the dry food that you can store for as long as it's not expired. But aside that, I just like to go maybe a day before, buy my tomatoes, buy my proteins and everything.
Okay.
And
So for Hiddekel Catering, and since you've been in the business for 15 years, what's that one moment that you can remember that has really made it the best moment of all since you've been providing this service? Is there anyone you can recall?
Quite a
From
few.
a customer. Tell us about one of them if there's more than one.
Which one now tickles my fancy? Okay, there's a particular family that I've actually, and there's so many, so I won't mention names.
Okay, go ahead.
But there's a particular family that has so blessed me. I've done two of her daughter's weddings. Yes, two of her daughter's weddings, their engagements and their weddings. And you know how during the ceremony, of course, I'm always going around. I'm the kind of oga that doesn't sit down. So I'm serving at my events, I'm clearing plates at my events, and I've gotten events just because of doing that. Somebody saw me at an event, I'm like, that I was wondering when they said you are the owner, the madam, you know, so, you know, they contracted me for their father's burial. But this family I was talking about, during the party and everything, you know, she just held my hand and she was like, this woman, she's this, she's that. Yeah, you know, that makes you feel good, you know, when you can make your client feel that way.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the midst of people, you know, and she starts blowing your trumpet, that make, you know.
Would
that
you
really
therefore say that you do this for the passion and not mostly?
Oh, I didn't go to a culinary school at the beginning. Yes, sometime I went to a Chinese school in the UK, but I didn't go to a culinary school for this. It started off as a passion. I love to feed people and watch, you know, their reaction when they eat. Yes, you know, I want to see, okay, that look on their face, or like, you know, that smile. Oh, okay. So what do you think about it? Did you like it? So that was where it, you know, it was born from. So it's just something I love to do. I love to take care of people.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I really love to take care of people.
It's fantastic what you do. It's fantastic what you look like in your own
Thank you.
brand. And the passion you have for the culinary arts.
Thank
I would
you.
also like to suggest that there are people who like to be taken care of too. I don't know if there's space I can like to, you know, be taken care of.
Well, you can actually order. If I'm
paying for it, it's different.
And talk to madam, you know, send in your orders.
Sorry.
You know, and
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
That was easy now, wasn't it?
Yes, it was actually.
Right. Good to have you here. We look forward to seeing more of you. No, more of your food.
Okay.
Stick around.
Accepted.